Tonight on this channel at 9:30 PM GMT, I'm going to be hosting a Moist Ski Live number 12. Basically, I've been on the platform for 4 years. Well, it was 4 years on the 5th of May, or the 7th of May, last week. So I'm hosting a bit of a 4-year anniversary, where I thought I might reminisce, talk about how things have changed, and maybe discuss my future plans. So if you're at all interested in listening to me bleat on about the past and present, and possibly some of the future, link to that below. For today, I thought perhaps we would discuss a couple of things that have been talked into the ground that have had massive consequences. Things that get on not only my nerves, but about 2 million people's nerves within other communities. Let's face it, I'm not much of a gamer really. I have the game channel, but I'm not really much of one. And I'm certainly not in the makeup community because I look fabulous without the assistance of powder. I'm not judging those who use it, by the way. I'm just being a cynical male. Now, there are a number of creators who have, over the last, let's say, year, gotten arrogant and paid the price. Arrogance would include, I'm going to go through a few of them. Mundane Matt, who got arrogant and thought he was above it when he would report people, yet he built a career on it. Him being reported himself, which built him, essentially made him. But he'd been flagging people. Kraus and T for triggering the alt-right with false facts. Fake news, if you will. Trout pregnancy, man. Trout pregnancy. Right. I guess to an extent you could include Andy Warski, falling in with the very same people that got triggered by Kraut, but only doing it for the money. But then again, it's possible he's more just gullible, considering who he fell in with again and again and again and got used every time. Amberlyn Reed, who quit being a diet channel for about 2 days, before finally realising after losing about 15,000 subscribers, yeah, the haters made me. So she went back on diets. Quotes, diets. The following 2 people are the more recent ones, and they are people I had never heard of until I saw Cognitive Thoughts streams. Because he did one, of course, on ProJared and the other on James Charles, both of which are important, as they are the 2 people we're going to be discussing. And yes, I do in fact watch Cognitive Thoughts streams. Hell, I occasionally chip in or donate, because I quite enjoy listening on loop those horrible memes and sound effects. Except for the ethically bankrupt one. That's another example of creator arrogance. You're ethically bankrupt, why should I listen to you? Doesn't matter if someone's ethically bankrupt, you fucking idiot. You know who you are? You should listen to everyone. That level of arrogance is quite unbecoming. Point is, I get considerable information that I find to be more factual from COG streams than I do from most creators, because there is a bias. His would appear to be somewhat neutral, which I appreciate. I'm going to link his Cognitive Talk stream down below, or channel where he streams, because I think Cognitive Thought to the channel is demonetized. Go give him a subscribe. He does pull in the viewers. He does other things. Cop videos are brilliant. Now, the 2 people we're going to discuss now for the remainder of this video would be ProJared and James Charles. ProJared apparently is a gamer. Okay, I had honestly never heard of him, but he did have over 1 million subscribers. He had built up a fan base on Nintendo game reviews, I believe. He had a decent following on Twitch. Got to admit, for someone I'd never heard of, well done. He has a very attractive wife. He has a whole team that work around him, or he's a part of. Let's go with that. And what does someone with everything do? Well, I'm glad you asked. He goes ahead and has an affair with someone working for him. Not just that person though, there are other people, and we'll certainly get to that in a moment. Many people I've noticed have, and Repsion was guilty of this, put up a picture of the person he cheated on his wife with, and his wife. Repsion said that the wife was Aragorn, and the wench he was seeing on the side is Gollum, or Smeagol. I don't care for the personal attacks. There must have been something there that attracted him to her. I'd rather not attack because of her appearance, or say just because the wife is hot that she is worth staying with. That feels wrong just to say that. But I know what I mean, and I think you all know what I mean. It is not productive. Constructive. Now, I did mention there are other people. Well, it's interesting I mentioned that, I guess, because last week I did a video on a creator who had been asking underage girls to send him videos, lewd, nude, and twerking videos. The allegations have already now come out that ProJared has done the same. I hope the police investigate it, because obviously that is a very serious offence, and if true, he's put in prison, perhaps in the cell next to Austin. It would of course be quite amusing, and then if YouTube found out about that, they would shut him down, because that is what they do. ProJared went so far as to try and get his wife to sign an NDA to not discuss the affair. Classy. Very classy. ProJared being a top-notch cosplayer himself, like his wife, except he's Mrs. Captain America. Not going to judge. He has the legs for it. And I'm not putting the image up because, seriously, I have the dentist in like half an hour. I need to render this and I have to disappear, I'm afraid. And I don't really think he'd want to see that. I'll link a video where it crops up, or maybe link an imgur down below. ProJared has a consequence for his actions, for having an affair. Hell, when ProJared put out a statement saying he wanted to support his now ex-wife, the missus, the new one, tweeted support underneath it, which is hilarious. I now understand why her tweets are now protected. He lost over 100,000 subscribers. He's hemorrhaging subs, to be honest. He's lost followers, subscribers, he's lost clout, respect. He's admitted to the affair. Fall from grace much? I would say James Charles is a bit more, but actually proportionately, not really. It's probably about the same, to be honest. So James Charles, weirdly, I know even less about James Charles. From what I could gather, he's another one of those very large creators that's built an entire brand about being young and outlandish and lavish and very much embracing who he is, which I have nothing against. However, over the years, he's been using people. He has been manipulating people. He has been pushing people. He's been using his own clout. He's been using his reputation, his name, his brand, to bully people into almost doing things they didn't want to do, like have sex with him. That is incredibly disrespectful. I personally take offense to this, by the way, because it's a YouTuber using himself being a YouTuber as a reason to get someone to fuck him, or him to fuck them. I don't know if he's a giver or taker. Maybe he's a both. Who knows? I'm not going to find out. To add to that, he had been using somebody that regularly gave him shoutouts, to the point where I saw a stream that had James Charles's sub count go down on one side and the person he used, their sub count going up on the other side, like some kind of equilibrium was being achieved. James Charles then went after being called out and losing over 1.5 million subs over a couple of days, something like that. Almost beat Tana Mojos. He put out an apology, and Shivy Pop, who I was watching, did a video on this, and she made some very interesting points that I hadn't noticed, because I don't use a camera, so I don't know about people using foggy lenses. I'm leaving that in because that was my ringtone. I don't care. She made a number of observations about the quality of the apology, and I find this again another one of those damning statements about those that make apologies on YouTube. They say sorry, and then they feel the need to fluff it up with explanations. And because they do this, which is what James did, it's what I've seen Jeff Holiday do, it's what I've seen a number of creators do, Monday Matt, who eventually just walks on it. The point is, you say sorry, you say what happened, and you say I'm sorry. You don't say why you did it, because why you did it is you trying to justify it. You don't do that. You simply say, I used the following creators. That was wrong of me. I should know better. I should be better, and I will learn to be better. I am sorry. That is all you had to do, James Charles. Hell, I'm sure that template could also apply to Monday Matt. It could apply to Kraut for his waste of time alt-right series. It could work for ProJared. But I'll be honest, no, it won't work for you. Actually, of all of them, you're the one that it will never work for. Because you committed Sudoku on your own career, because you cheated on your wife, because you actually built a brand with someone, and you were busy abusing your power, which is another offensive thing you've done to all creators. You've used your clout as well to take advantage of your audience, many of whom are accusing you being under the age of consent. But that's for the police to deal with, and I will not comment on that until something happens. James Charles, ProJared, as a final thing, you are both successful YouTubers. You have made your money, and you have success to your name, but you are glittering, shining examples of the arrogance of YouTubers who think they can make their audience do whatever they want, for them, to please them. You users, abusers, manipulators, make me sick. You should lose many more subscribers because it is nothing more than you deserve. And I hope you do. I hope your brands absolutely tank. I think ProJared's has. I don't see him recovering. James has got a little way to go just yet. Many have asked when ProJared hit just under 1 million, because obviously he was at over 1 million to start with, whether or not he would have to give back his gold play button. It's a regularly touted, curious question. Same for Kraut when he lost his and went, had over 100,000 at one point, and now is at 90-something thousand. I wonder if you have to do the same for the diamond play button that James Charles has. Now, of course, nobody actually requests it, but it'd be nice to see them try. It would be very amusing. It would be very funny to see that happen with an envelope turn up with a note inside, postage due perhaps. Lol. Anyway, my ramble is complete for the day. I do apologise, it's not something a bit more informed, but that dentist appointment, other things, sorry. If I don't see you tonight, later on this channel in fact, at 9:30 PM at latest, GMT, I hope you'll have a lovely Monday, and thank you all for listening.